down McClellan, bully boys, hey!
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I know some people are like a little mystified because of the scenario card that I put up here. So I wasn't quite sure whether we should call this an epilogue for Stonewall's last battle or a prelude to Roads to Gettysburg. But nonetheless, it is a bridge between the two titles. These are two cavalry-heavy scenarios, and it seemed appropriate to put these as because they take place chronologically in between everything that we've done in Chancellorsville and then all of the upcoming Gettysburg campaign that the Confederates are going to endeavor. But this today is, and I'm dating this, today is May the 3rd, so we just passed the official historic date of the Chancellorsville battle. So that was kind of cool that the synergy worked out pretty well. But we're going to start up first with scenario number 4 from the title Stonewall's Last Battle. This is called Brandy Station. And for those of you in the know, you know that this takes place at least a month removed from what we've just been doing. And again, it seemed appropriate to use this as the bridging point between the two titles. I'm going to read the historical note, and then we're going to talk about this a little bit. We'll go through the scenario information, and then because it is such a small footprint, it's a one-turn scenario, we're going to play this back-to-back, swapping sides, and then we will include the additional brand spanking new scenario called Battle for the Gaps, which also takes place in June. And we'll put these together as one little package, and that will hopefully sate your appetites until we get underway with the first scenario from Roads to Gettysburg II. But here we are, scenario number 4, Brandy Station. Following the successful Chancellorsville campaign, Lee began shifting his forces northwest in preparation for his second crossing of the Potomac. In early June, the corps of Ewell and Longstreet were congregating around Culpeper, their movements and bivouacs screened by Stuart's cavalry. Union intelligence was aware that something was up, but knew neither the extent nor the purpose of the Confederate activity. Pleasanton, Stuart's counterpart in the Army of the Potomac, received orders from Hooker to conduct a reconnaissance across the Rappahannock in the direction of Culpeper to get this information. While refitting at Brandy Station, 6 miles northeast of Culpeper, Stuart put on a pair of cavalry exercises for the local populace, as well as Lee himself. The second of these occurred on June the 8th and was overheard by the approaching Union cavalry as they assembled for the next day's operations. Stuart, unaware of what the troopers in blue were up to, would awake the next morning to receive the greatest surprise of his career. And that is an excellent lead into what we're doing here. This is a one-turn scenario taking place on June 9th, 1863. We have some special rules for the actual scripted sequence of play, which we found was very common in many of the scenarios, the basic scenarios anyway, for Stonewall's Last Battle. So, Roger, if you'd like to go through these, we'll take them in turn.
Sure. The first special rule is the initiative. The Union's going to start with the first and second initiative, and there are no cavalry leaders for the Union in this, so you have to do this unit by unit. Buford's 1st Cavalry Division has to be activated first, and he must cross at Beverly Ford. So he must do that, which is the order of battle. That was how the combat orders were. The 3rd and 4th, you have to use Duffy's 2nd Cavalry Division, which is a little to the south, and he has to cross with 2 of his brigades at the Kelly's Ford. 5th activation goes to the Confederate player, and I may do, I guess, whatever I would like. There are a lot of movement restrictions. And I guess, would you like to cover the Union movement restrictions?
Sure, yeah. I will be taking the Union for the first game today. So my movement restrictions are basically, as you see here, we've got the 2 wings that make up my forces. This was the initial crossing attempt of the Rappahannock. The 1st Cavalry Division and Ames Infantry must attempt to cross at Beverly Ford, and these down here, the 2nd and 3rd, must attempt to cross at Kelly's Ford, as Roger said. The 3rd Division, however, the ones here in front of Russell, cannot cross at all until the 2nd has made its initial crossing. They can move through each other. Of course, they're cavalry. But once they are on the west side of the river, the Union units then can recross. I can go back east across any available ford. That includes Normans, Rappahannock Station Bridge, anything like that. So I can go back over to the east if I need to. But why would I want to? Also, my restriction is essentially there is an invisible line here at Culpeper. I cannot move nor attack or have any battle west of this 14 line. So my job is to go right to Culpeper. The line must be drawn here, no further. That's what I've got to do. And that's the Union restriction. What's Confederate restriction?
That infantry division that sits in Culpeper may only activate if a Union unit moves within 3 hexes of Culpeper, which is 1418, and Alberto has kindly drawn that red boundary around there. Or after all Confederate cavalry units on the map are at fatigue level 2 or higher, so I can release it at that point. Interestingly enough, Rhodes has a modifier of a -1 on his march roll. And if he rolls a 1 modified to a 0, he cannot move at all. And he does pick up a fatigue, and he'll roll for extended march if necessary. Confederate units may neither move nor attack out of Culpeper.
Okay, so they cannot come back across the Rappahannock. And then we have a cavalry charge here. We've seen this before. This is a nice little addition to some of these cavalry heavy units. If they are not already in a ZOC when they begin their activation, they may declare a cavalry charge, and this is on top of whatever normal movement point attack type they would do. They will then get a +1 to their attack or die roll, but in order to qualify, here's the big thing. Both the defender and the attacker must be in either clear or rolling terrain. So luckily, a lot of these open areas here are great for it, but once you get closer to Culpeper, that is taken off the board because that's rough terrain. A charge may not be declared as part of a corps or grand assault. Well, that's not a problem. I don't have any leaders, so that's fine. A hex containing at least one non-demoralized infantry unit may not be the subject of a cavalry charge. A cavalry unit will expend all the remainder of its movement points, so even if I only spent 4 and I had 12, then I will be using all of them during the cavalry charge. I don't have to have any extra ones beyond the normal amount that I spend, and it can still advance after combat if qualified, but it must end its action because they've worn themselves out in the endeavor. It may not attack the other units, nor spend a movement point to establish flanks refused. The +1 modifier for charging is in addition, as I said, to whatever you would spend. So if you're making a prepared attack, you can make a prepared plus a charge, and that's pretty good. Let's talk about your horse artillery.
Yes, there's this interesting little counter right here. And it is the horse artillery counter. It represents all of Stuart's available guns. It has no combat value. It may neither retreat nor move. At this point, so even Confederate cavalry that have a artillery value, now they're 0 until I can use an activation to distribute my artillery. If you enter that hex, my artillery is destroyed and you get a victory point for that. So I imagine that's going to be probably your first target. So that's an interesting little tidbit which deals with the historical fact that these guys are in winter camp. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because I think now I see exactly what you're going to do first.
I mean, he has scripted it for me.
Yeah, he has.
So victory points. This one is deceptively, quote, simple in the fact that the margin for a Union victory is very small. We'll talk about that momentarily, but the point values, as you would expect with a small footprint, cavalry heavy one, it's a point here and there, but the problem is it's a very tight margin. So, as Roger said, if I enter and destroy the horse artillery here, then I get a point, right? But I have to do that before Roger expends his initiative to distribute the guns. So time is a factor on that one. +1 if I enter Stevensburg, which I've got right down here. So we've got that marked. Thank you, Alberto. And that's any time during the game. I don't have to get there and stay. If I touch it, boom, I get a point.
Yep.
If I move adjacent to Culpeper, the danger zone with Rhodes sitting there, if I just move next to it at any point, that's 2 points that I can get. And if I occupy Fleetwood Hill, this is the one that specifies at the end of the game, so I can get on top of that hill and stay there and survive until the end of the turn, then that is 1 point. And then it's +1, -1 for Confederate losses inflicted by the Union. And then, of course, if the Union loses in these cavalry, that will be a -1. And then, if Roger occupies Fleetwood Hill at the end of the game, that's a -1 to the Union. So, for this first game, highly contested Fleetwood Hill, it would seem. The Union marginal for this one is 1 victory point. So, that's again, that's where the deception comes in. Like, oh wow, I just gotta get a point. Well, you gotta get a point. You gotta be able to hold it. This one being 1 turn, we will keep going until all units are at fatigue level 4, or we've both passed, as you would expect. So I can't remember the last time I played this one. Obviously, I would use this as a just like Kelly's Ford at the top of this. It's great that we came full circle with this with a cavalry. This is a good one for training people into basic cavalry tactics. It's got some interesting mix with, you've got a little bit of infantry at your disposal, but with no leaders on the Union side, it's a challenge, of course. And I really enjoy it. It's like, you must go to Beverly Ford. It's like, well, you're not going to cross Beverly Ford immediately, so you can get right up to it, but you're not getting through there, I don't think, unless you potentially get a really good charge and that -2 is overcome from crossing the Rappahannock. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth, which was what this battle was over Fleetwood Hill. It's interesting he's left open the plan to go to Culpeper in the scoring, because that actually didn't happen. Instead, the battle was over Fleetwood Hill, which again can definitely be something that occurs because of that 1 point. So yeah, I don't think I've ever played this. I don't remember ever setting up and playing this. So
I mean, it's like any one-turner. We say this time and time again, that critical decisions will be befuddled by poor dice luck, and there are some very significant. This is the big one right here, right out of the gate. It's like, okay, you've got perhaps 2 activations to try to get the 6th Virginia out of the way so that you can make a play on the horse artillery. If it goes really, really well with the dice, perfect, you look like a genius. If not, you're going to be stymied on the northeast side of the Rappahannock, and then you're going to have to move on and try to come from the south. So I think as it goes, you've got a lot of little potential pivot points where you can say, all right, well, I didn't get that point here, and cannot understate the significance of having Stuart with a 3 manpower person there, because he can go toe-to-toe with any of these infantry units, which are only 1 tactical, even though they're 3.
Yep.
So just getting them over there and trying to force bully your way in with an infantry brigade, that's not necessarily a sound strategy for this one. So I think it's going to be quick, but it's going to be quick perhaps because things are going to go off the rails immediately for either one of us.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It could you could snag a bunch of points right at the start, and I would try to somehow get those points back.
Exactly.
It's only one. It's 1, as you mentioned. I think for Union marginal, it's 1. So you just have to have a margin of 1 point.
But there are so many places where Stuart can take advantage of trapping units once you get on the side, and then you're at the mercy of a flank. And
true.
God help us all. I think we're ready to get started. So we're going to do this first game. I'm playing the Union. Obviously, Roger's going to play the Confederates. We will swap sides whenever that is, and we'll go as long as it takes. And depending on how much time we spend, I presume it's going to be 30 to 45 minutes. But I will wish you the best of luck, sir, and
Best luck to you as well.
And we will start here with the pre-scripted stuff. Let's see. Let me go back to the top here. All right, 1 and 2. I have to use Buford's first. Okay, so I can use Whiting, Devon, or Davis. All right, and they're all 2-2s. I do have artillery, so that's kind of helpful. I guess then for the first activation, I will bring Davis. And we will activate him. And I get a 2D with no modifier because I have no leadership at all. There we go. It's a 5. Well, that figures. So we're going to go 1 and 2. I have 3 left over. I mean, it would seem like this would be the appropriate time to try a cavalry charge to offset the lack of leadership and preparedness. We're going to just hold tight on that one. I think Davis he doesn't have enough to do very much there, and I don't want to charge into a hasty, so we'll let Davis just sit there. Next, we'll try Devon's closest, so but I really would like to have some artillery on the other side of that river. Well, I'll try Whiting. I'll try my luck. He's a little bit farther away, but that's okay. So Whiting will go to 1. Here's his movement straight up. That's not great either. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. He has 2 left over. And I think now, perhaps, I should try the hasty attack across the river. So, by my estimate, and we're going to declare a charge. So, we've got a +1 tactical, a +1 ratio, a +1 charge. Then we got -2 for the river and -1 for hasty for an even attack is what I see.
Yep.
There we go. It's like you had it all ready, sir.
Yeah, well, I typed it up last time.
All right.
I just left it there.
Here is the attack charge. No, dice luck. You bedevil me every time. No, -3. Come on.
-3 is nothing for me.
And it's a 1D already in the hole.
Take a loss.
Look at that. Look at that. All right, so we take a loss and flips, and he's done for the day. Whiting, you impetuous fool. All right, we'll put you down there at the bottom. All right, that was first and second activation. Third is going to be Duffy's second cavalry, so that's D. Cisnola and Greg. I'm going to take D. Cisnola first. So here's his movement. 6. That's something.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He's across the river. And then we'll bring Greg. Here's his. Oh, Greg. Look at you, the star of the Union. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, so close. 11. All right. So those are my 2. And now I've qualified, so on my next potential activation, I could start bringing the 3rd division over. And
yes.
So it is over to you for your first activation.
Well, let's see if I can get Hampton to Stevensburg. Because I don't think my horse artillery is in too much trouble at the moment. So we'll take Hampton. So this is 2 dice +1, right?
Yep.
So that's 7, that's 8. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he'll stop there, I guess. Because that would have been... I'll stop there. So first initiative of the game. Oh, I just realized something. You could, okay, well, let's see. Who gets this initiative? That's yours. Oh.
So. Yes.
So you can cross, I just realized you can cross the bridge now, correct?
No. The wings still have to cross where they were established. So I still have to go.
Oh, that restriction lasts past the...
yeah, I could go back across anyway, but they have to come in at Kelly's and Beverly. Well, now we've got a challenge here.
Okay.
I'll try Devon. So Devon's going to march. He gets 7. So that works pretty well. We're going to go 1, 2. And we have 5 left over, so that is enough for a normal attack. So Devon is going to be exactly the same, except he doesn't get a -1 for the hasty. We're a little more prepared this time, so once again it is a +1 tactical, +1 charge, +1 ratio, and then -2 for the river, so I see a net +1 this time.
Yep.
All right, here's the +1. Come on, baby. There you go.
Oh. Come on, 6. Respond. Nope.
All right, so +3, we get you out of there. That's good.
+3's a DR. Okay. So he's going to.
And I fatigue out, but I can cross.
1. He just has to go. He'll go 1, 2 to there, I guess. He'll stop there.
Now, because you and I are such good opponents against each other, remember that second one you can go anywhere you want, as long as you don't get closer.
I can go to Fleetwood Hill.
You sure can.
Okay.
And I would expect you to do no less. All right. Devin takes a double fatigue, so he's at 3 now, and he will cross advance. That is the end of his turn.
Oh, I got to get this one, don't I?
Yes. So here it comes. Here comes the next initiative. Oh, it's yours.
Yeah, and I'll take my horse artillery out of the play for my initiative, and because it's gone. So I have now artillery has been distributed, and
Yes.
so Hampton now has that. So I didn't want to attack. I realized you have a -1 against Craig.
Right.
So initiative. That's mine in this game.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me bring F. Lee, who's way up here. He can go 8, 9. Question is, where do I want to put him? Bring him go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Him defend the hill there. Initiative. That's yours.
All right. I guess we will start bringing Wyndham across. Wyndham marches. Gets 11. That's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take Wyndham again. Move it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. Mine again. Come on, Wyndham. Do it. Movement. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gaining me 2 points. So I will put that on the marker there. And I have to stop.
Rhodes is released.
Rhodes is released. Yes, so delete that. All right. Here's the and extended march, of course. Oh, he flips. That was a tussle, but he made it. Initiative. And that's mine. Let's get Wyndham out of there. Movement to 4. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Extended march plus 2 now. Lose the manpower. Oops. There we go. All right. Initiative. That's yours.
I got Wyndham, but I think it kind of makes sense. We'll have Hampton go to fatigue 2. Here's his movement +1. 7, not enough. Yeah, we'll make the attack against Wyndham. So what I see is the ratio is.
So you're going against Wyndham. That's 4-1. So +3 for ratio.
Oh, +3 for ratio. God, I can't do math. So it's just going to be that. It's going to be so the finals are +2.
So it's 3 for ratio. And
-1 for artillery.
And right, +2. Yep.
So here's my die roll. Oh, 8.
No, sir, no. Every time. Oh, all right. So here's an 8, and here is my defense. It's 4, so he's not gonna lose a manpower. That's good, but he is routed away. So we'll go. Boom. He's gonna go 1 away, 2 away, 3 away. Can't enter the Zoc, so 4 away, and 5 and 6. And yours was clearly no effect on you.
No, I picked up a fatigue,
Oh, that's good.
so he's a little more tired. Initiative. That's mine. I'll have Stewart activate Robertson. So he gets plus, he's a core, so he gets +3. Oh my good gracious.
Oh no! It's it's all that showing off there at Brandy Station.
That's 5 only. He's just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Well, this gets a little tougher now because the easy targets are pretty much removed. Well, I guess we need to. Let's get Kilpatrick across the river. 10. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll stop right there. Initiative. It's mine again. Let's take Kilpatrick to 2. Here's his movement. 9 this time. We'll go 3, 6, and stop right there. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll activate Rhodes. He is a -1 for this. Or 0.
Very comfortable with the Culpeper
He
Vittles.
doesn't move. Initiative. That's mine. We'll try Rhodes again.
All right, Rhodes, come on. Lumbering. Now you could force march if you wanted to.
Yeah, we'll force march him. So he's going to flip. And here's his force march roll. It's a 5, so that means he picks up an additional 4.
Yes,
And he loses a manpower.
he does.
He's going to go 1, 2, and 3. He has 1 left. What would Patrick like to do? Kill cavalry like to do?
Oh, the old kill cavalry, huh? You're dangerous with even a hasty attack. At 3 to 1 plus that, so yes, we will opt for prudence, and we'll flip and gain a fatigue. While we were at 3 to start, so let's look at the cav retreat. Is very large value 3 or more, so I do get the +2. Okay.
Yep.
So +2 to this roll. It's a 5, so we'll sap you
Here's my
out,
last one. Yep.
and we'll go 1 away, 2 away, 3 away, and 4 away. And I guess no, I can't come back into your Zoc, so that's fine. That'll do.
So initiative. That's yours.
Okay. Don't know that Ames and Russell are going to be much of a factor here, but maybe. Yeah, I'll bring Russell over. Here's movement for Russell straight up. Bah! There you go. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have Stewart activate W.H. Lee. Just W.H. Lee. This is +3. So that's 9 movement points. Stewart will transfer to W.H. Lee. He'll go 1 to there. Declare a charge against Devon.
Uh-oh.
So the type's +1. Tactical is +1. Charge is +1. You don't have artillery. Ratio is the same. There's no flank. I've got 4 hexes covered. Don't have 5, so it's just going to be a final of a +3.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to have some artillery over there. I was afraid that might happen.
So +3. Well, let's see what kind of roll I get here. Oh, another 9.
I mean,
Wow.
do you have to ask? All right, here's defense. It's not bad, but he's routed. Okay, so he goes away. No harm, no foul. So that's the biggest saving grace here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 there.
I pick up a fatigue again. And I will cross hex there. Take
Yeah,
it.
you will. Well, I think Beverly is pretty shut down.
Initiative, but I'm not picking up that 1 point. That's
Well,
the issue.
so just to remind you, you're on top of the hill, so you're going to get a
Yeah.
point at the end. So it's right now I've got to get one more point.
Oh, I see. I get a -1. Okay, I didn't realize I
Yeah.
got a -1 for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you
that
just
does
sit
bring
you're
it
sitting
back.
pretty right now.
Okay, so that does bring it back to even. Okay, initiative. That's mine. Pass. I think the thing to do for me right now is pass.
Yeah, I would think so. Let me see how I can make this play out. I just got to get a point. One lonely point. So we'll come back with we'll have D says Nola. March. There's movement. Not that way. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have Stewart activate Jones. He has 9 movement points. We'll transfer to him. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Chores.
Gonna bring Russell over. Movement. Maybe. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Mine. Bring Russell again. Here's movement. 6. Here's extended march. That's very important. That's good. We'll go 1 and 2. I have 4 left, which is enough for a prepared attack by infantry. But you have the option to run away if you'd like. Can't go to Rappahannock Station, but you could go away some other way.
We'll stand.
We'll stand. All right. Is this going to accomplish anything at all? No. So I'm not going to make the attack. There's no point. Not with the -2 there. Yeah. Okay. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll take Robertson to T2. And here's their movement. 7, 8. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to Fleetwood House. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
That Fleetwood House is such a perfect choke point because, it controls all these Zocs.
Yeah.
It's the Zoc game that we so love to play. Let's see. Where can I get a point? I guess my last best hope here is... Let's take Russell to 4. Movement 5. And extended march now of +2. He's going to flip. But he's going to go 1 to there. What would Robertson like to do?
I'll stand.
That's fine. We'll stop there. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll take Rhodes to T3. There's his movement, -1. He can go 2 hexes. He'll go 1, 2. Oh, he's always extend march. Straight up, no modifiers. He's okay.
Boo.
Initiative. Mine. We'll take Rhodes to T4. Why not? Here's his movement. 4. Here's his extend now, +1. He's okay. So yeah, we'll go 1 to there, and we'll make a normal attack on Russell. So I have a 10-2 ratio of +4. Artillery is covered. Tactical is +2. There's obviously no flank, so I see a final of a +6.
I really am terrible at this game. +6. Go ahead. 10 defense. 2. All right. 8.
So +8 is 2 DR.
Oof. Okay. Well, 1, 2. And that changed the script now, didn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll give you 2. There you go. All right. Well, Rhodes is a bit of a pain in the ass.
He'll stay there. I think that's a good spot for him to stay, though he's done for the day. That's mine. I will pass for the moment. I think I'm in good shape at the moment.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Let's go. We'll just move some pieces around here and see what we can get. D says Nola. March movement. 4. He's not going anywhere fast. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 4. Extended march. He's okay. Initiative. Mine. D says Nola. 4. Movement. There you go. 10. Extended march. He's okay. 1, 2. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. I got 7 left. I'll make a normal charging attack on you. So I see just +1 for charge and -1 for ratio, and -1 for RT. So I see a -1 attack. Is that what you
Yes.
see? Yes. Okay, here's the attack. That's 2. No.
+1?
Not enough. Not enough. But that gets him
So he's D'd.
D'd out. Let's see what the 1-2 punch can get me here.
He's disorganized.
Would you like a voluntary retreat?
No, I think he needs to stand. What happened to you? You got nothing on that? Yeah, just D.
D. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
there you go. All right, initiative. That's yours.
We'll take Stuart
Yeah, you
Jones. Here's his movement. So that's 7, 10. So he will go 1 to there. And he will do a charge on Greg, a prepared charge on Greg.
Well, you don't leave any money on the table, Roger. I love you.
+1. Charge +1. Tacticals +1. Well, this is not. Oh, I don't have ratio. You're going to get an artillery of -1 or a final of +2.
Let's see. Charge, ratio, or charge, tactical, type. Yep.
Yeah. A 1.
All right. Here's defense. Hey, there's a 6 I need.
So it's a -3 for me. Wow,
-3.
good job.
Is that
And
anything?
I take a loss.
No. Really?
So I go down 1.
-3 and nothing
I
for
flip.
me.
So I
Okay.
don't even D you out or anything.
Ooh, that's something. But you got 4 in there. Okay. All right.
Oh,
So
I've accidentally flipped Hampton. Hampton wasn't supposed to be flipped. And he's only a fatigue 3. I do that? Yeah, that's right. Okay.
okay, and you take a loss. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3 to 3. So we're at even. I need a point.
You have 3 losses, right? And I have 1.
You have 3, and you have 1, right? So it's 2 in your favor. I've got the 2 points for hitting Culpeper, so we're at 0. You'll potentially somebody will get a point at the end for the Fleetwood.
Oh, Fleetwood Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now we're at even. If I can just get a couple of points, I'm critically Stevensburg now. Okay. So timing is everything. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll march Kilpatrick to 4. Here's movement. 5. Here's extended march of +2. He's okay. He's gonna go just to protect the stack. Initiative. That's mine. Okay. Well, Davis. Oh, you know what? And I have to bring these guys through Beverly. I can't come down to here for him. Davis has to go through there.
Ames doesn't have to, though, right? He could cross.
No, everyone in those 2 wings have to go through their corresponding Beverly and Kelly's. Chasing this flank stuff is just not going to happen. So really, the only way to offset this, but you've got 2 pieces of artillery now in clear. Yeah, you got to get a flank. So, all right, let's do this. Greg to 2. Here's the march. 7. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Like Robertson. Here's his movement. It's 10. Here's his extend. It's okay. So I'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Oh. I don't see a pathway here now.
Yeah, you're only, I guess.
Because this is going to take 2 fatigues to get there, and I can't charge. Davis can try, but that's going to lose a manpower more than likely. So I can't take Stevensburg. I have to try to eject you from there. So let's see what kind of hole I can dig here. But that's going to take 2 steps. So Greg will go to 3. Here's movement. 5. Here's extended march. Flips. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll pass.
Okay. We'll just take a few more shots of this. Ames will come up. Movement. 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Presume pass.
I'll build Abattis. Playing with the optional rule.
Sure.
I will pass.
Sure.
I will pass.
Okay. Then Ames will march to 2. Here's his movement. It's 5. What would WH Lee like to do?
Oh, we'll stand.
Okay. Then we'll make a prepared attack. So it is +1 for prep. -1 for... Oh, no, we got the ratio. -2 for crossing the river.
Actually, I have a tactical as well.
Oh, there it is. That's the other one. Yeah, okay. So -1 for tactical as well. That's right. So I see a -2. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Here's -2. It's a 1. Hey! Scored a nothing.
Oh, I'm a D.
But I'm also a D. Okay.
Soften him up for Davis's charge.
But
you can't charge across the river. Yeah,
sure.
You can't charge, can you?
Sure you can.
Zoc.
No, well, I have to leave and come back.
Yeah.
We'll go away and we'll figure out what's going on here. So he takes that and he flips. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
Yeah, because of that. Let me see if I can get Robertson up there with his 1 piece of artillery.
No. Stymied at every turn.
And he is activated with Stewart, so this is going to be a +3. So that's 8. And let's see, what have you got down here? Greg is a 1. Kilpatrick's done. These guys, so Stewart will transfer to Robertson. And here's his extends +1. He's okay. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Boo. Strings of initiative would be awesome in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There's really no point there. I don't want to take away the point because just charging across the river like that is madness. It's -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I am contented to say pass.
I will pass as well.
All right, so we will award you the final victory point for the hill. So right now it is a net -1, which is officially a Confederate marginal. So congratulations.
Yeah, it took us longer to play that than I anticipated.
I was just thinking the same thing. We just hit an hour, which is like our normal halftime, and we're going to do a little bathroom break here. But yeah, that was an hour because it devolved into a bigger chess match than I expected, because it was like, oh, everything, I'm going to try this, blunted, try this, blunted, and you so effectively got not only the strings of initiatives, but I know 2 6s on key clutch battles.
Yeah, I was going to say that makes everything makes you look like a genius when you roll 6 on combat.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't think it's impossible the Union at all on this one, because clearly, I snuck all the way to Culpeper, so that's could potentially be 2 free points. But Rhodes came alive with that forced march, which you're so good at. Even the first one, he's like, I don't want to leave, and I'm like, go! I said, all caps, march to Fleetwood, and you got up there, and the big attack on Ames or Russell here. That was dangerous to put him up there. I knew that was, but I needed something to help me build a flank, and it's just such a small postage stamp size of real estate to get a flank on anything, and it was hard. So, but I say that about every scenario when I lose. It's hard. It's really hard. But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to reset, and Roger's going to take the Union, and we'll see how he does it, and I will see you soon.
Yep, be right back.
We have returned for Epic Game 2 now. Roger is going to be playing the Union. I will see what I can do as the Confederates. So, thoughts on the first one before we continue?
I enjoyed that. I thought. Anyway,
wait! You got to sell that a little more. I'm gonna.
No, I wasn't anticipating, as you used the word chess match. It really kind of was. I think it was. I was like, okay, I got the initiative. Boy, do I dare give it up! But I only got so many fatigues, and so I felt like, well, I better give it back to you. And yet, it was also, there was a lot of back and forth and a lot of I felt I just had just enough units to plug the gaps, but I also got very lucky on combat. And Imperial 6s on combat, I'm not sure I have a different approach than you do. I'm not sure because obviously it's scripted out. The first four turns are scripted, so there's not a whole lot of options here. So we'll see how this goes.
I will comment that for as scripted as we're calling it, there were some moments of just a literal pure tension for me.
Oh, yes.
On that very night, it's like, I need this next initiative, or I need you not to get the next initiative, and so my heart rate would just pick up.
I was doing the same thing. I was doing the same thing, where I said, boy, I need you to not roll I need you to be below a normal. I need you to have to make that decision about a hasty, and it's like.
So, and for you kids out there, you've seen now a few of these videos, I hope. Not only do you want to just normally, as a matter of course, just maximize those attack differential DRMs, but knowing just in your heart of hearts that Roger will probably roll a 6, just always assume that your opponent, I said that way back, when I'm explaining the combat results chart for people. I'm like, just assume you're always going to have an opponent that rolls a 6. If you do that and you factor that into your calculus, then you will always try to get a flank and do this and minimize that. But some of these tactical attacks, it's 2 against 3 or 1 against 4 or 2 against 4 ratio. It's really tricky to try to do that. So getting a flank, as we said, is really challenging in this scenario.
And these roads are just enough where it looks like you should be able to set one up, but it's like you've got to. You run the risk of giving a flank if you get the next initiative to the other side.
Yep.
These roads, or you've got to go the long way, like you had to do to try to get a flank on Stevensburg. There was, you look at all the roads north of the railroad, and you're like, well, that should be easy. But then you look south of the railroad, there's like this dearth of roads in clear terrain.
Yep. Yep. So, well, good luck to you on this one. So I will let you take your first 4 initiatives.
So I have to start with one of these Cavalry 1st Division, so I'll try Devon first. I'll take the guy on top. And this is just a straight die roll, no leadership. And he gets a 5. I think that's the exact number you rolled as well. He'll go 1, 2. And same decision you had.
So scripted.
Exact same decision. So this would be a -3. I have a +1 for ratio. So it'd be a -2 attack. Boy. I mean, very quickly I could lose a manpower right out of the box. So like you, I will not make that attack. And now I have to activate a different unit. So we'll do Davis, who's a little closer. Let's see if I can roll better or worse. I roll better. It's a 6, so 1, 2, which is enough to give me a normal attack, which I believe I will have to try. So my positive is a ratio +1. The river makes this a -2. You don't have artillery, I do, but that one piece doesn't matter. So I just see this as a final of a -1.
Would you be charging?
Oh, I am charging. Yes, I forgot about the charge.
Mm-hmm.
So that's +1, so that makes it a final of. So not as terrible. Still not normally the ones you like to make. Well, 5, that might be enough to get you out of there.
Could be. Yeah, no.
Nope. So that's
A stalemate.
+1.
Yep.
So it's a D for both of us. 3. And he's flips. So Davis is out of the fight with his 1 piece of artillery. Oh, I don't roll initiative. I still have. Now, it's not the guys in front, correct?
Right,
It's the
it's
2nd Division.
These two, yeah.
DeCausland and Gregg. So we'll try DeCausland first, since he's in the lead here. Not that, I increased manpower, which would be nice, but increased fatigue. Straight up, he goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll move him up to Robertson. And now I'll do Gregg. He goes 8. That's a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is your initiative.
Yes, and like you, I think probably the prudence demands that I should secure Stevensburg. So I will take Hampton to 1, and we will march. Oh, okay. So he gets a 4. Look at that. I can go 3 and 4. Initiative. Oh, our first real initiative now. Here we go. That's mine. He will remove the horse artillery and put that aside, and we'll get rid of that, and I will give up my, oops, I did the same as you, and we are back. So here's the next initiative. That's mine. All right. I will activate W.H. Lee and Jones with Stewart. So here's their movement now of +3. It is a 9. W.H. Lee is going to go 1, 2, and 3. And Jones will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
So the 3rd Cavalry can now cross.
They can.
Okay. Now let's see if we can bring up Wyndham. 6. 5s and 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I've got 2 pieces of artillery. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
I will bring F. Lee down. So here is his movement of 9. Go 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Initiative. That's mine. I am going to pass.
I'll activate aims for movement. 5. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. That's mine. So you're at 4.5.
3.5.
3.5. So 2 into 3.5 would be a -1 ratio.
Oh, it would round up to 4 in my favor, so it'd be a -2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it'd be a -2, right?
Yeah.
I'll try Whiting. Man, this is like I said, it's a chess match. Whiting, he needs to roll a big roll or not. Here's his movement. It's 10. 1, 2, 3. So he had 7. So he could make a normal attack. I guess that's what he'll do. He'll make a normal attack against Lee and the 6th Virginia. So the type is 0. The tactical is 0. I have a charge of a +1. You do not have artillery. You have a river of a -2. And the ratio is a -1.
Yeah, because you're at least half the size, so
I'm half the size. Right. So that leaves a final of a -2.
That's what I see, -2. Yeah, -2. That's right.
See if I can, how this is going to turn out here. 2. Yeah.
Okay. There's defense. Well, 3. So stalemate.
Yeah. No, it's good for you because it's a D for me, and I don't D you out at all. Yeah, you're just tired. Okay, maybe I need to do this differently. Initiative. Bring up Russell. Here's his movement. 5. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. It's yours. No, that's mine. Make Russell to take 2. Here's his movement. 2. He has enough to make a normal attack on Robertson. What would Robertson like to do?
He will stand.
You know what? We'll just do a hex move to there, and we will flip to disorganize. Initiative. That's yours.
So you now have 5 hexes covered. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Robertson will activate. And he will march.
If you were to make an attack on Russell right now, what would you have a flank?
I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then these 3 would come off, and that would come off, so it'd be a +1. That does.
I'm not telling you to make the attack.
It does seem like the thing to do.
Because you'd have a +1 tactical, +1 type,
and +1 flank. Yeah.
A +1 flank, so +3 attack.
Yep.
And if I retreat, I suffer retreat losses.
Yes. So that does seem like the thing to do here. So we will make it.
I hate to bring it up, but
no, that's good for the viewers.
I was looking at it, hoping to get the next initiative.
That's right. So yeah,
as we said, setting up a flank in this phone booth, you're just setting yourself up for trouble.
Exactly. All right, so we'll do a +1 prepared. We are even on ratio, +1 tactical, and then as pointed out, we got all 6 hexes covered around Russell, but 1, 2, 3, 4 of them come off, but I still have a full flank, down reduced, maximum of +1. So I see you have no artillery, and
No artillery.
so it is a +3 result, or a ultimate. So here's the +3 attack. 7.
Oh, I roll a 6.
Roger rolls a 6 again. Somebody call the papers. All right, so that is a net +1, and that's just D&D.
D&D.
Yep. Okay, I like D&D. That's fine. So flips. 1, 2, 3.
That was already flipped. He was already disorganized.
Couldn't even force a manpower loss. That would have been pretty sweet. All right, initiative. That is yours, sir.
Now that I baited you to do that.
But that's right. We kept Russell from sneaking around anyway. Weasel in the henhouse.
I'll try Kilpatrick, see if he can get a nice movement here and get the charge. It's McCaw's. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So let's see how high roll he gets. Basically, I got a pretty good chance at this. It's an 8. 1, 2, 3. I could have gone to McCausland. It's going to be the same result. We'll make a normal attack on Robertson. A charge is going to be +1. The ratio is +2. I have 5 hexes covered. That's +2, but it's cavalry, so the flank is only a +1. Artillery is a -1. So it's 4 up and 1 down for a final of a +3.
+3 is what I see.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Here's defense. It's +3.
+3.
Shut Kilpatrick down.
Yeah, that's the problem.
1, 2, 3, and 4 to there.
So 2 fatigues.
Let's see. Actually,
Well, he still has a fatigue left.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to bring him just to Fleetwood House there.
That was just a little R, right? So
yeah, it was a little R. Yeah. So I can do 2 to 4.
Yeah.
So I'll just bring him to Fleetwood House there. Kind of see if we can do what you did, build a series of stop strips.
I'll take the hex. Patrick just got double F, so he's still got 1 fatigue left. So initiative. That's mine. Take DeCesnola. He has 8. He'll go 1, 2, 3. And he'll make an attack on Robertson again. So this is charge will be +1. Ratio is +2. Artie is -1. So the final is just a +2 this time.
+2, yep.
Three.
Okay. Defense. 3.
That's going to be a D for me. And nothing. Oh, you get a D. You're already D'd out, so it doesn't matter. Initiative. Well, can't complain about getting the initiatives, can I? I'll take Greg. 4. Dang it. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Dang it. Initiative. It's mine. Try Greg again. It's 9. And extend roll +1.
Yes.
He's okay. Just go 1 to there. You'll make a prepared attack against Robertson. So the type's +1, ratio is +1, charge is +1,
So plus two.
arty is -1. So it's a final is a +2. Okay. +2. Hey, 7.
Oof. Oof. And defense. All right, it's 4. So luckily, no manpower loss. I gotta go 1 away, 2 away, 3 away, 4 away.
Yeah, I still pick up a fatigue. Dang it. So he's done. Does it do me any good to put him in Fleetwood House? I don't think it does me any good to put him in Fleetwood House. He'll stay put. Initiative. It's mine again. Well, I think I've got to get you out of... Got to get these guys across the ford. I'll take Devon Fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 9. So it doesn't really... Charge isn't gonna... I just might as well stay put, I think. So he'll charge across the river. So type's +1. Tactical is even. You have no artillery. River's going to be a -2. And the ratio's a -1. For a final of a -2.
That's what I see, -2. That's a 2. Here's defense. Well, they're D'd out completely.
So he's done for the day. Leaves me with Ames. You're now down to 2.5. Initiative. That's you.
That's
I
me.
won a string of initiatives, but I
know.
accomplished almost nothing.
Yeah.
I drove Robertson out. That's all I accomplished, all those initiatives.
Let's see. I think I'm just in a pretty good space to pass because I don't want to take Hampton off of there. So I will pass.
Okay, we'll make the attempt with Ames. Here's his movement. Ah! This would be a -3 attack.
Let's see. It'd be normal, -1 tactical, -3. Oh yeah, -3. Oof.
He's just going to stay where he is. Initiative. I'm down to him, Kilpatrick, and Wyndham. Try him again. Here's his movement. Worse. Then march. We'll make the attempt. Why not? Got ratio covered. There's no type. This will be a normal attack. And I see river of -2, tactical -1, or a final of a -3.
-3.
0.
Sure. Defense. 5.
-5 is going to be some manpower losses. 1D.
Yep. Okay.
So I think it's the first
That was your
manpower
first?
loss
Yeah. Yep.
for this game. Initiative. That's yours.
I will pass.
Well, I've got 2 guys left. So we'll try Kilpatrick. Here's his movement. 6. Then march. He passes. He will go 1, 2, 3. He'll stop there. 4. He's got to keep going.
You've got
So
enough
you'd have to
for
make
a hasty,
hasty.
plus charge.
So we'll make a hasty attack. So hasty's -1. Charge is +1. Ratio's even. Everything else is even. So a final of a 0 attack.
That's what I see.
Okay.
This is your
0
moment.
attack. Kill cavalry. 0 result.
All right. Well, here's the defense from the top of the hill, or from the middle of the field, and it's a -1.
So it's a D for me and an F for
Just
you.
Big F for me. Right, little F, big F. Nice. Big F. Big F. Boom, boom.
Initiative. That's mine again. Well, I tell you, I've got Wyndham's got some life left in him. And you still can't activate roads because you still have guys.
Right.
Here's Wyndham. 4. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
All right.
Here comes Stuart.
let the pursuit begin. Yeah. We'll pursue. So Jones will go to 2. Here's the movement. It is 9. So I can go 1, 2, 3. We'll do a charging attack here. So it's a normal attack. So +1 for tactical, +1 for charge, and then ratios covered, -1 for RD. So I see just a net +1, right?
Yep, +1.
Here's +1. No!
Make you pay.
No! So it's a -3. -3. -3 on 3 is 1D. I gave it back.
Oh, look at that.
Come on. Come on. All right. And did you take anything for -3?
I get nothing.
You got nothing. All right. Well, there you go. Initiative. I will pass.
Oh, leaving Hampton available, are you?
I am. I don't want you sneaking into Stevensburg.
Here's his movement. 6. Extend. All important. He's okay. 6 is enough for 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I better stop there, eh? Because if I go to 5, then it's a hasty attack. So I will stop there. Initiative.
Very important initiative. Oh,
Of course.
Okay. Now Hampton will, well, let's see. You could get through 1.
Is Stuart D'd out?
Stuart is D'd out,
yes. He's fatigued out, okay.
Yes. So, here's the question. Do you have enough in the tank to get all the way to Stevensburg if I abandon it?
I could potentially roll an 11 or a 12. And
you could, in which case I would feel really, really stupid. But at the same time, you can also...
It wouldn't matter because you'd hold Fleetwood Hill.
That's true.
So it's just a swap of a point.
Well, right now we're at 0. Oh, I didn't give myself... Yeah, so we're at 0. We're tied on manpower losses. So...
Yeah, right now I'm playing hoping... I got to hope to get that hill and a manpower loss somehow.
Okay. Then I will take Hampton to 2. Here's movement. It's self-activating. +1. Great movement. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 more into the field. All right. Initiative. That's yours.
And also, Rhodes is now released.
Come on, Rhodes.
We'll take Wyndham. We'll try this. Wyndham fatigue 4. It's at 9. It's enough. All important. Extend march +2.
+2.
He's all right. He goes 1 to there. So he has enough to make a prepared for +1, charge for +1. Unfortunately, you got Hampton in there, which does several bad things. The ratio now goes to -1. And the No, -2. You're 7.
I'm 7 and you're 3. Yeah, so
3.
so it's -2.
-2. And artillery is a -1.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a -1 attack. So I have to get the big number.
Big number. All right.
Not big enough.
Okay, here's defense. Well, so that's right. Yeah. Okay, so a -2 result. Yeah, and is that
Oh,
your
no.
D'd out? Okay,
Yeah,
and small F for me.
disorganized.
Okay.
So I have nobody left.
Yep.
So no reason for me to roll initiative.
Right. Now I could come in there and cause a fracas with Rhodes and try to go bowling for dollars, but I'm not going to do that. I will pass as well. We'll just take that. We'll take this at a -1. So I think
So you get Fleetwood Hill.
I do get Fleetwood Hill. So yep, -1.
Flips to a yes on my little spreadsheet.
There you go.
And after all of that, we end up with the exact same result,
That's
-1.
Yeah. So a very tight game, both sides for Confederate. I had, and I know folks like Eric are out there. You know, when he watches, hi Eric, how's it going, man? When you watch this, and he commends us for our variable play styles, and true to that. I mean, game one completely different. You went with a very blunt force hammer, just trying to force your way across, get him in there, and I was a little more wily, trying to get stuff and sneak here and sneak there, and that one is significantly dependent on strings of initiative, whereas you got all the really nice strings in this one, and you were just like compelled to just like, well, I'm in here, in for a penny, in for a pound, gotta push and make an attack. So I think you had what, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks, something like that.
I did. Yeah, I kept charging. But
and fairly bloodless for all of that.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're down in we're dealing in the 2 and 3 column.
Yeah.
You know, no one's, we're basically fighting in that 1/2 to 3 column most of these battles. To some extent, it wasn't because I had to, or I felt like I had to because I just didn't get anybody with a high movement value until we were getting this box. I mean, I was trying to figure out how I can sneak around, but you did a great job of getting guys blocking me from doing anything.
I think that is the one little advantage that you have, of course, is I think you can mount a forward defense with Stuart, because I had 2 units in play here, and I was able to let's set one here, put them on the hill, or not the hill. We keep calling it the hill, but it is Fleetwood Hill. What the hell? Put them on the hill, yeah. And then it's like, but it's rolling. Fleetwood Hill, and then I can come down and just kind of check you down here, no matter what you're going to do.
If you can't get these guys across the what's the name of that fort again? Beverly Ford. That you had the same problem. Those guys just get bottled up there. There's nothing they can do.
I mean, if you don't get across facing the 6th Virginia and anybody else, as you did and I did, get somebody up to reinforce, forget it. That's completely shut down.
Yeah, you're attacking -2 at the best.
Yeah.
And I think most of those attacks were -3 or something. I made it was like, because you have no leadership to put together some sort of assault.
This one's fun. I mean, I did not expect these little cavalry ones to be as compelling as they were, but this one especially. And I look forward to we're at 2 hours now, so we're gonna put this one. Put it to bed. And we will come back. I think I'll release this one separate, and then we will do the Battle for the Gaps as a separate video as well. But man, I'm a little tense, because I think it's because it's unfamiliar.
I thought we'd play this in 30 minutes.
Sure.
Play it quick, play it quick again, but
yeah.
It's really tense because you got to think what's the next initiative, and the only way I could even set up a flank is to do what I did, and then of course I realized I brought it up that Russell was setting up a complete surround flank, but I felt like I had to try to get a flank to try to get enough of fatigue that I could get somebody there.
Exactly.
Boy, this is a tough one the way you just got this set up.
Right.
I'm sure people would say, "Oh, you should have done something different," but you're going to cut out some thinking time and
Oh
shorten
yeah.
this down pretty dramatically. But there was a lot of, okay, if I move here, what's the counter? Oh gosh, now especially Stewart, I felt really good having Stewart because you got this +1 tactical on everybody, and he can go +3 movement points that he gets. He can really move around.
Right. But you have the luxury of not having to if you don't want to, which
And
I.
you had the luxury, yeah, because the Confederacy, once you, I mean, you did a good move taking Culpeper, and that definitely changed the dynamics of the game. But that opened up road. I was kind of nervous about doing that because I didn't want roads to be opened up right away.
Sure. Yeah.
Of course, I ended up. I said you could have moved him up now and just chased my Cav guys across the river. But yeah, fun little scenario. Funner than I thought it was going to be.
And
By a lot.
I would be remiss if I didn't do some cross promotion here. And this is an excellent time. And if I'm thinking about it, and I will try to go back into YouTube and put the little link up there. So you might be seeing that link up there right now, from the first winter offensive that we did completely online during the lockdown years. Dave Cross and Justin Rice did an very, very good tutorial about basic cavalry tactics. Right. So I'm going to link that here. We'll go back and watch that because it's got some very fundamental rules for something exactly like this. If you got 2 manpower, then you always stand, etc. So take a watch of that one. I think you'll find that pretty good.
Yeah, I need to go back and relearn that because that was a very good tutorial and something. A lot of things there I haven't thought of, and I wish I had thought of that when I saw somebody asked a question on Facebook about how to use cavalry tactics. That would have been a good link for them. This is really fun, and I'm looking forward to the Battle of the Gaps now even more than I was because that's going to be very similar, I think.
And I seem to remember historically, I know in the larger campaign, the Gettysburg campaign narrative, he was delayed at Brandy Station because of this unexpected attack by the Union, and then that forced his delay. And then he said, "Well, I'm going to make up to it to Master Robert. I'm going to go way east and north and do some screening and wagon chasing and stuff." And I know that affected the tempo and the timing of that information flow. But would we call this? Was it historically a stalemate? Or was this just a black eye for Stewart? I don't remember exactly what the historical perspective was.
It was seen as a stalemate, and that was unexpected because the Union cavalry had never had that before. They'd always been decisively beaten, and so they saw it as a moral victory that they held their ground. And to some extent, we sort of recreated that with our fighting here. The fighting was around this Fleetwood Hill. It was charges back and forth in this area where we were. I don't think anybody made a play for Stevensburg, which was the plan. I don't know if the Union infantry even crossed the river. I don't even know if that even happened. I don't know if it's in the. I don't think Ed has a game's history section for this. He just has designer notes.
Yeah, he alludes to it a little bit in the description of the scenario, but yeah, I don't seem to recall that Ames and Russell were ever a factor. I think they were just there at the Rappahannock pickets.
Yeah, defending the so the Union, the Confederates went across the river the other way. But this was the opening. We've opened up our roads to Gettysburg, and our next scenario will continue that opening curtain because that ends on the 21st of June. And I just looked up when the roads to Gettysburg campaign game starts, which is on June 22nd.
Yeah, so this will be the final epilogue for Stonewall's last battle, and then when we do the next one, I'll put it under the aegis of the roads to Gettysburg. Like I said,
that makes sense. Yep.
But man, thank you for a great game, sir, and thank you to everybody who was watching today. We hope you found this as compelling and as taut as we did. As always, you can continue to support the channel and all the video endeavors by just simply interacting with us down there in the comments section. If you enjoyed it, what you like, if you've played this, what your experiences were, all that good stuff, and clicking the thumb there, showing that you like it. We're trying to harvest some thumbs here, see? But if you liked it, tell a friend about it. If they're getting into great campaigns, as we hope we they will find this as a useful endeavor to getting them up to speed on it. And yeah, if you want to kick in a buck or two, there's the little notification and a link down below. Put something in the tip jar, but certainly not expected. We just hope we have earned your enjoyment. Roger, we will talk again offline about our next schedule, but I hope you have a great one, sir.
You too. See you then.
Bye-bye.